lot of characters, met up with some old ones, and we kind of expanded our lore in the game a little bit. As a reminder, I am your one of your co-hosts, Jay. To my immediate left, we have,
It's me, Ray. What's up?
and to his immediate left, we have,
Coach.
and we're all gonna play Date Everything once again. I believe our plan is still to unlock more characters. Is that correct?
Yeah, I was really like gung ho on finishing Sophia's story simply because one, she's awesome. Two, she led to Monique, which was another kind of difficult character to get to. Not too difficult, but you know what I mean. She requires at least 2 or 3 extra interactions in order to get her. Um, and then yeah, we'll just kind of see where we go as far as our interest levels per room, and then if we have anybody that's on the verge of being completed, we'll go ahead and try to finish up those routes just to kind of get more stats.
Get more pecs.
Oh yeah.
So here's a question: are we just going to go in? What? We'll do that first. The 3 largest television screens in the world are all located in Las Vegas, Nevada, which I did not know. So are we taking this room by room, floor by floor, or what? Or are we just going free for all here?
We'll go free for all.
Well, first of all, let's call it a day.
Yeah, I don't know why it didn't save that I slept. So yeah, there we are.
Better. That's better.
Alright, it's a Thursday.
Oh wait, first air.
Yeah, as a reminder, we locked a character named Aaron, who shows up once per in-game day. She's a very tricky character to find because she could be in any of the vents in the house.
Well, we did get a hint that 3 p.m. is a good time to catch her.
That may be true, but I did see her in the morning, so it's not the only slot to watch out for.
When she's gone, she's gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now that we're downstairs. Any suggestions?
Oh, okay. I say let's do the boxes.
Yeah.
Boxes.
In our office. The closet. There we go. Cardboard box.
As you take in the sight of the adventurer standing before you, it's hard not to feel like you've stepped into one of those old adventure serials from decades gone by.
Interesting.
Even though she's decked out in cardboard and masking tape, she looks like she's ready for anything. An extension cable whip wound around her arm and a daring grin on her pretty face.
What do we think? What do we think, an Indiana Joanna?
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake, you're finally here! I was beginning to wonder and worry, and then I thought, gee, I guess I'll just have to go ahead and do it myself. But that probably wouldn't have been such a bad thing, because let's face it, I'm exemplary.
Alright.
But you're here now, so let's get cracking. I assume you brought your tools and knowledge and probably a snack of some sort?
We already ate dinner. Which, by the way, was not pizza this time.
Yeah.
We had nachos.
It was nachos.
And some freak Ray decided to include lettuce in his nachos. Let me know if you guys do that or not.
I like tomatoes and lettuce on my nachos. So.
For the sake of explanation, this was specifically beef nachos. If that changes anything in your mind.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. His plate looked like a dropped taco. So.
Yeah.
Alright. Hello, popcorn?
Popcorn? Yeah.
Yeah.
Popcorn! Brilliant! Effervescent! I am beside myself with happiness.
Yay!
Do you think she would have liked packing peanuts instead?
I get your point with that.
That's a good one.
How do we feel
But before we begin,
how do you feel about the
The adventurer strikes an impressive
It's cool.
pose, positively radiating confidence and daring.
daring do?
I am Bo. I am the soul, the spirit, the animating animus of boxes and storage containers in this house. This most special of houses, where it is my great privilege and my great destiny to reside.
I will say this.
Welcome, Bo.
As far
Okay.
as far as like potential cosplays go, we were discussing earlier that a lot of these characters have a lot of detail, and not to say that she doesn't have detail, but it is cardboard box.
Right.
So if someone wants to do this, they could do this pretty
It's
cheap.
it is kind of a cool idea to make a jacket out of a box.
Yeah.
Just please make yourself look clean while you do that. Otherwise, you're the most decked out homeless person. So,
The pants are boxes too.
yeah, the shoes are boxes as well.
Her whip is an electric. No, it's an extension power cord thing.
And her bag, satchel, whatever, is a pizza box, it looks like, or something of that nature.
Yeah, it looks like it.
She also has, instead of like a grappling hook, maybe like duct tape
Yes.
for that and the belt.
Yes. I like it. The plug kind of confuses me because I don't really equate that with packing materials, but it serves the job as a whip, I guess.
What do you think of the name Bo?
I like the name though. It is not a name you hear that often.
I feel like it would have went well with a ribbon. But that's just me. All right, you're saying my house is special, or you kind of look like you're about to go on a safari
I say triangle.
into the Amazon rainforest.
You're saying my house is special?
The most special house in the history of houses.
Oh, what is up?
You might be able to tell from looking at me, but I am an explorer,
No way.
an adventurer,
Okay.
a rake, a rogue, a bounder without any of the really unfortunate moral overtones that those words have accumulated over the years.
Ah, I see.
So she call herself a rake.
She says without the.
Unloving without the using others for my own gain part.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like you're a fantastic box to know, or cool. I don't really get how you can do or be all that in my house.
Say triangle.
Sounds like you're a fantastic box.
That I am. I would ask who you are, but my goodness, there hardly seems to be a point.
Is that a compliment?
I think maybe we're so famous and well known in the house.
Maybe she already knows because of all the labels of our names on the packages.
We put a lot of our stuff in her.
You must be. I mean, you couldn't be any other than. Right?
Look, Bo, our name's Whoop Slap. If you have a hard time forgetting that name, you must just have terrible memory. You must really think I'm someone important, or who do you think I am?
Yeah, who do you think I am?
I know that you are the. Well,
Bo takes her hat off for a moment, holding it over her heart. She bows her head, just a little.
it is my great honor, my passion, my destiny to have the opportunity to follow my path.
I was expecting her to actually have a sprite where she, actually takes off the hat, but okay.
I have a feeling.
Alongside you, the leading houseologist, to whom I owe such a debt of gratitude and respect.
For a houseologist. Waiting, what?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What now?
Deleting him.
Houseologist.
You repeated it. I didn't understand it the first time. I'm definitely not going to understand it the second.
The leading authority in this, or any province on this house, its history, its mysteries, its great secrets.
That's more like an explanation to me.
You are the resident, after all.
We are in fact resident.
Yes.
Some might say the denizen.
You do in fact live here. Yes.
Yeah, I am, but I didn't build it or anything, or there's no way houseologist is a real thing.
Triangle.
Yeah.
Are you telling me you're not the leading houseologist?
I can't say who holds that position, but the way that you're describing all the requirements, it could probably only be me, but it definitely wouldn't be me, and it can't be anybody else. So, does that help you at all? That's exactly what I'm telling you, or nope, I just live here.
I just live here.
I just live here.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Bo returns her hat to her head, her reverent expression fading into a rather more sour one.
I'm starting to feel, well, a bit like I've got some birds in the box.
What?
Huh?
Are you about to like release a dove or something? Make sure that dove is alive. And what does that feel like? Or, oh crap, you're gonna be sick?
What does that feel like?
Fluttering in the stomach. Birds trapped. Slightly nauseated because the damn birds keep trying to tip me over.
That's why I hate birds too.
Like you. I may have already said too much. I'm currently putting on a facade of being hale and hearty, in case you missed it.
What the hale and hearty?
All is well. Leave. Go away. Get out of here, you scamp, and maybe come back and we can maybe talk about some stuff and maybe the quest will make its way in there somehow. But no promises.
Please speak up louder. I'm already at like volume 50 on this TV just so that our microphone can pick it up. I don't want to have to constantly raise the volume just because other people want to be quiet.
We're little scamps.
Okay. See ya.
Oh, that was Bo.
That was awkward.
Okay. What about if I attach the book?
Go for it.
The distinct scent of books, that slight hint of vanilla and mystery, fills your nose. And while it's not at all unwelcome, it is strange to smell it when you're not actually paging through any of your books.
Yeah, this is quite the place to smell books.
Yeah.
It only takes you a few moments to track down the source of the smell. What appears to be the spirit of literature hovers a few feet away from you, nose in a book.
They reading manga?
When he sees you, he nearly drops the book he's holding, rewarding you with a glare.
What did I do?
Interrupting free reading time.
Dad,
Oh, for God's sake, you cannot sneak up on me like that when I'm reading.
I was just standing here.
What world I live in. I might mistake you for a zombie or an ill-mannered country gentleman, and, well, I might have to act accordingly, you see.
And that would be bad. I am not a gentleman, how dare you? Okay, but what if I was a zombie?
Okay, but what if I was a zombie?
Alright.
Yeah, sure.
If you were a zombie, I expect we'd be having a very different conversation.
Brains.
It would probably go something like this.
Okay.
Okay, that's funny.
Wow, you speak zombie? You watch your language, Buster.
Square.
Wow, you speak a zombie?
I think they're both good. I'm gonna go with square too.
Oh, a bit prudish, but educated. I like it. My name is Lyric.
What? Lyrics?
Lyric.
Are you floating?
No, he's standing on his page tail.
Like a mermaid?
No, he's made of books, so it's a book guy thing.
No. It's a tail, as in T-A-L-E.
Tail. Your tail is all
Yes, I get it.
I chose the name myself, you know. I was originally written as Lionel. Can you imagine?
Like Richie? Yes? No? Maybe so.
Square. No, I can't imagine that.
No.
I am the embodiment of all literature, an indisputable master of the written word.
Yep.
I have read positively everything. I am voracious with books, poetry, magazine articles, any genre, any length, any style. I love it all.
Okay.
I know
you
you're
read-
curious about all that, so I figured I'd offer it right up front.
It's a good thing he's not a book snob, so I appreciate that.
Okay, have you read the One Piece?
I'm sure I think that was what he was reading.
I'm totally curious. What are you reading right now? I didn't ask, but sure, good to know. I was actually just looking for a new book around myself. Any recommendations?
Triangle. What are you
Yeah.
reading now?
All right.
What am I not reading right now is a shorter answer.
Okay.
This one right here is 20,000 Leagues Under the Sink, a riveting account of voyaging in a submersible to rescue a clean sponge from a dirty band of moldy criminals.
I don't get it.
This one, Angles in America, is a non-fiction history on the American phobia of rounded spaces. A bit dry, but it does make you see space and architecture in a new light. This one I picked up on a whim, and I won't put down until they pry it out of my cold papier-mâché fingers.
Papier?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're
pounded in the butt by the abstract concept of self-improvement while my gym equipment watches.
Yep. He's not a book snob. There's a wide variety of literature here.
Wow, that just.
This is again, I can't choose the thumbnail.
Okay.
But
Ray.
this makes it.
Right, weren't you saying that you would like to have either a sequel or a spin-off where it was motivation? I think that's the closest thing to that, and that's what happens.
This Chuck Pringle fellow, he really has a line on the object erotica market.
Pringles. Quite a varied collection you've got. Do you have a favorite?
This is, by the way, this whole thing about the writer and like, well, that weird erotica, that is based off of a real life author.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have a favorite?
Yeah. Do you have a favorite?
Ah, that's like asking if a potter has a favorite ball of clay. I couldn't possibly choose among my balls.
What?
Thankfully, we have Ray here, the master of balls and poles.
Don't get that started. No, not on here.
Ray, what are your top 5 balls?
I don't know. I don't know how to answer that.
No, baseball, football, tennis ball. There's a bunch of balls.
Soccer ball for the international folks.
Basketball.
They're just balls, man. Like I said, I work out. I don't really do a whole lot of sports, so.
That is considered a sport.
Okay, well then fine. Kettlebell. Or no, kettlebell.
Medicine ball.
Medicine ball.
Yeah, I haven't used that in a long while. But,
Yoga
anyways.
ball.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, continue.
They all contribute to this chaotic and adorable additive sculpture that is me.
Do you have a favorite genre to write? Chaotic and adorable. You sound like a juvenile tornado.
Favorite genre to write?
Yes.
Right. Do I have a favorite genre to write? Well, we have arrived at my tragic flaw much more quickly than I would have liked. Usually I get at least a few minutes of stimulating conversation out of a stranger before I'm forced to share my great shortcoming. I am a reader, but not a writer.
I feel you, man. I really do.
Sadly, I've never even written a paragraph, not a single line of text, not a word, not a punctuation mark.
Okay, I don't feel you there, but I get what you're trying to say.
Come on, man. Even Keys had more stuff going on with her nothing.
It's not the music you don't hear.
Really? But your literature, that seems like a big hole. Hey, see?
Holes
There's
too.
balls
Wow.
and holes here for you, right? Oh no, we've got to do something about that. Or, ha! Oh man. Woo, that's funny.
Really? But your literature, that seems like a big hole.
Of course you want to say the holes, Ray.
Gaping. It's the single
Gaping,
of my
too.
existence.
Oh, God.
Man, how many of your favorite balls can fit in there?
Oh.
So let's fill it in!
Let's
Casinos
fill
are
up this
pretty,
hole,
though.
boys.
Alright, fill the hole filler.
Well, I never.
Here we go.
This is most excellent. I wager you're about to become the first human in history to help a book write a book. All very exciting. I have some materials to gather. Pens, paper. We'll probably need quite a bit of extra paper to crumble dramatically on the floor when writer's block sets in.
Oh yeah.
You look like you have a quill instead
Every-
of a pen and paper.
Every story needs to have a scene like that.
Oh, how fun! I'm about to experience writer's block!
Isn't like the fact that you had never written anything like a lifelong version of writer's block?
Kind of?
All right, I'll get to gathering in some time. But when you return, ready shall I be.
I like this character.
Alright.
I need to get back to writing.
Mm-hmm.
Well then.
You're here first, folks. Ray likes to write.
Yeah.
All right, tell the chat. What do you like to write?
And I like to left.
Recently I've been writing poetry for the first time. It's helped me deal with a lot going on. I won't recite anything just because it's very personal. But before that, I like to write stories based off of life experiences I've had. I've had a crazy life, just different things going on that I can write about. Oh, there we go.
Hey.
I can't believe she's
You
still
return
there.
again. Why?
Dang it! I was gonna. Okay, look, I was try to silence ourselves for this entire conversation so we could just breathe, and so because I wanted to be able to not talk to her. And then the first thing I get is 2 lines of dialogue that force me to talk to her.
Whoa. Is there a way we could just kind of sit there and not respond?
I don't think so.
All right, I thought I was doing okay with the no talking thing. I was curious as to how you felt about me. All right, let's go
I'm
with
not sure.
the triangle route.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know, honestly.
I say triangle.
Truly. I have seen you do some. Keep going. But you should not be keeping quiet for my approval. The practice of mindfulness is its own reward.
Very demure.
Okay, then. Just wanted to see how to get through to you.
Do you enjoy gazing at my form? Is that it?
Yes, you're beautiful. No, I like the way you talk about your own ideas.
I like the way you talk about your own ideas.
I'm torn. What you said, Ray, is much more deeper to get to know them as a person. But on the other hand, the top one uses less words, therefore less breath.
Ooh,
So
that
I'm
is
not-
a good point.
So I'm not sure.
See, I wasn't thinking about that because I was thinking more of just like it goes with her ego.
I mean, they both kind of go with their ego, really.
Yes.
We're either going to call this woman interesting or hot.
I say interesting.
Ray? I'm sorry, not Ray. Coach, what do you think?
I didn't want to say anything!
That's a lot of breathing you just did, man.
Yeah, she would have liked that.
Let's pick something.
Fine.
These ideas are not my own. They are merely the truth plucked from existence and communicated clearly.
Alright, well, at least she wasn't offended that we didn't call her hot. Or whatever. Dang it! Alright, the empathy route would have said, that's not true, your perspective is inherently filtered through your own being. But instead, we're just going to say, regardless, they really make me think.
Yet you continue to speak to me about this thinking that you were doing.
I'm trying to not say anything, but the game won't let me!
I have no need for this. I expect the silent gratitude that is becoming of one
What
of
the heck am
my...
I doing?
I expect living beings not wasting my gift with dialogue.
Oh my god.
And this placating of me makes my molecules lose vibration, making me cold. Indeed. Yeah.
We tried.
I can't even tell if we're winning with that.
Towel!
It's not all that surprising that your towels would have a look that one can only describe as fresh out of the shower. The fluffy terry cloth clothing and glistening skin are expected.
Damn abs.
Yeah, the washboard abs.
Okay. So, start a conversation with the chat. Who has the best abs so far? This character or Shelly?
Yeah, good question.
I only say that because the only ones we see on display.
What is that in his hair?
Ooh, let me see.
Because I can kind of recognize everything else.
His hair is the washcloth itself. But the thing underneath it, I think is really just like the small rack that you put those things on.
Oh, okay.
Like a soap dish?
Not quite a soap because I think
Oh, it's a towel rack.
Yeah, it's a towel rack, yeah.
What you did not expect to see, however, was a six-pack you could do your laundry on.
Hi-oh.
Wait,
Oh,
what's
chat says this one.
You guys say this character has the best abs?
Okay.
I don't disagree.
Who said that?
Live happy.
Live happy. Oh,
He holds his hands out in front of him, stopping you in your tracks.
Live happy. I don't know if you subscribed, if you just
He
watched.
followed.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how they're chatting.
Okay. Thanks for joining the chat.
How should we properly address you, if happy?
Yeah, what do you want us to call you?
What's wrong? What did I do? Why should I do what you say?
Triangle.
Yeah.
You didn't do anything.
Good. But also not good?
He backs away from you, slowly and carefully.
Just don't move. Ooh, there's some water on the floor. Let me get that before you slip and fall.
That's just Ripper.
He bends down to mop up a tiny puddle, standing back up with a grin.
Well, River's no more.
There, all good.
Alright, Mr. Quicker Picker Upper. Phew, that was a close one. Or you didn't have to do that for me.
Square. You didn't have to do that for
Yeah,
me.
you didn't have to do it for me.
Little old
It's
me.
my pleasure.
No pleasure.
Some might say that I saved
Happy
your
is
life.
good.
Happy. Okay, we'll call you
Yeah.
Happy.
Alright, Mr. Happy Hogan. Cool.
I don't know if it's a mystery.
Hey, hey!
Tyrell.
Did you see that dude?
You talking to me? I'm not a dude. Yes, you are my hero.
Triangle, I think, is a neutral answer.
You talking to me?
I'm not a dude. I'm a whoop slap. You kidding me?
Tyrell shifts uncomfortably, seeming to address someone you can't see.
Ah, come on, man. I know I'm bombing.
He gives you a sheepish little smile.
Don't mind me. Just talking to my... somebody.
Right.
What was that?
Towel
Towel
buddy?
Yeah.
What was that?
Towel buddy. Triangle.
Towel buddy.
No, faster. Like towel buddy.
Okay.
Well, it's whatever I fold it up to be. But today, it's a swan.
Oh, so we're just making origami?
He holds out a small swan-shaped
Hey.
towel for your inspection.
Collectible.
It's quite charming.
Yeah, we're winning.
Where'd you get the eyes from?
Shh, don't worry about it.
Okay, that leads me to another thing then. If the item in question that we're talking to creates something else, could we then go after that? Because now it becomes another item in the house?
Just like, what's his name made the little carousel.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, there's Sensei, too.
It's like he's more supposed to be like portrayed as a dog.
That's true. I'm just saying, like, considering this is a swan, that's not that much of a difference.
Right, but it's like, he is a towel itself.
Right.
He gave you another towel folded like a swan.
Mm-hmm.
What was it, Jerry, the junk drawer?
Yeah.
Used different pieces of junk that he then turned into a carousel. So that is now another object. We scan that and that becomes another being.
Well, try it on the carousel next time.
I'd rather not waste a charge on that, but
I can get a bit bored is all. Yeah.
You and Tyrell look at each other, neither of you speaking. The silence is long and awkward.
It's so comfortable. Come here often?
it's the bathroom. I hope so. Not often enough, honestly.
Yeah, it is the bathroom.
Not often enough, I'm concerned.
I
Unless you use the upstairs bathroom a lot more.
Which in that case, I would say triangle, considering he takes care of every towel in the house.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Right. I'm coming off a bit dry, aren't I?
You don't look that way to me. There's still water on your body.
Oh my god, this man's pubes are showing.
I was hoping nobody would notice that, but the text box being that close to it doesn't help my eyeballs. You just seem nervous, or maybe I should go.
You just seem nervous.
Yeah.
I seem that way because I am.
Good. I guess.
Can I just start again?
I would love to.
He extends his hand to you, and when you take it, he gives it a firm, confident shake.
I'm Tyrell. If you got a spill, call me and chill.
That sucks, honestly. Did you think of that on your own, or that's pretty clever?
That's pretty clever.
That's pretty clever.
Hey, to make a rhyme on the spot.
It's just something I'm workshopping.
It's probably because he's been around John Liu.
Right.
He's next to Jean Lu and Johnny Splash. Rhyming and stuff like that's gonna come naturally.
It's really good, or it could use another pass, I think.
Triangle.
Yeah.
Phew. Ugh, I'm trying too hard. I tend to do that. Spills happen every day. No big thing. But the hard part is getting dry. For the big jobs, I work with Washford and Drysdale. But I work pretty independently, you know?
You mostly just need Aaron to help you. I can make a bit of a mess, or being clean is one of my life goals. I mean, cleanliness is next to managerliness.
I'm gonna say square,
Yeah, being clean is one of my life goals.
Don't I know it? Even though you don't spill too much, I'm there 24/7 on call.
At least we know our character's not a slob here.
Yeah.
And not to tug on my own thread, but I'm proud of the work that I do.
FYI, we're on Threads.
Is work all you care about? Surely you have bigger aspirations.
Square?
Yeah,
Yeah.
surely you have bigger aspirations.
Yeah, speaking of Threads, I'm the one that runs that profile. I don't really do anything with it. Jay's the more on there, and so I would mostly just kind of like and repost whatever he has. So if he has like the Twitch links and all that kind of stuff, you would get it from him and then through me if you follow me. So I don't know. You go about your own way of doing that. Anyways, what we were saying, Square?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, like you have bigger ones? What do you want?
To be king of the pirates.
To be the best customer service rep who ever lived, to travel the world and need all the good stuff, but to have it all be free. Get through next Tuesday.
Travel the world.
I'm square. I think Circle's probably the realistic answer for our character, but I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we ain't traveling anywhere.
But we gotta go big.
But I love the point is have it all be free. See?
Yeah.
If everything was 100% free, you'd go for it, wouldn't you?
Sounds impossibly ambitious.
I won't say delusional.
There are things I want to do, but my job is important, you know? Those spills ain't gonna unspill themselves.
Well, give it time.
And I won't be spilling things to you until I get to know you better.
It does depend on the chemical, of course.
So, let's make a deal.
Okay.
Next time you see me, I'll show you something cool. And maybe I'll tell you a bit about myself. I'll show you an idea I have.
Alright. I like him.
Okay. Oh,
Let's see. We'll do the couch, the coffee table, the chair, the TV,
I said the couch.
windows.
couch?
Yeah.
Seated in your living room is a being who seems to truly embody the concept of comfort. His arms are draped over the back of the couch, his head tilted back, and his eyes beginning to flutter shut.
Okay, honestly, my cosplay.
He looks just as though he's about to fall asleep, but when he sees you approaching, he shakes it off, looking up at you with a sweet smile.
Hello.
Hello. Hope I didn't wake you. You look so cozy. Mind if I join you?
Hope I didn't wake you.
I say you look so cozy.
Oh, mind if I join you sounds pretty good too. Coach.
Yeah, I don't think there's a wrong answer.
Yes.
Yeah. Mind if I join you?
No way, please do. He pats the seat next to him. Come on and take a load off. I'm Koa, by the way.
Koa.
Go out.
Here, boy.
Nice design.
Mm-hmm.
Probably have to do something with the open-toed sandals, but at least if I wanted to do it. I don't know. I ain't showing them off for free.
So, chat, if you want to see coaches or any of our toes, you got to pay extra for that. $10 is the minimum threshold here.
Yeah, it's $1 per toe.
This is for each person, I should say.
Nice to meet you. You're my couch. A pleasure.
A pleasure.
A pleasure.
Thanks.
This is nice.
Most everyone would continue the conversation from here, but Koa only closes his eyes, sighing pleasantly.
It's the way I live my life.
You wait for him to say something, but all you can hear is his quiet breathing.
Did you want to be alone? I thought you were going to talk to me. So, how about the Fuchsia Villa sports team?
That's funny. So, how about the Fuchsia Village sports team?
Yeah, go with that.
I'm not really a sports kind of coach.
No worries.
Don't worry, we made that team up.
Koa opens one eye, but he doesn't move.
I just thought you might like to share in all this comfort, you know? Couch culture is really all about taking it easy together.
Happy said, no thanks on the toes.
Hey, to each their own.
I think we're just joking.
You know, like, you ever heard people talk about alone together?
I'm a big endorsement of parallel play. I love it so much.
Yeah, I love that. What does that mean? Sure, it's like loving someone but leaving them alone. Kinda sus.
Wow, triangle.
Yeah, I love that.
Right on, right on. You get it then.
I mean, all three of us were kind of doing that to some extent for for the majority of the last couple of years we've been together.
Yes.
I wish more people understood the beauty of alone together.
Same here.
Yeah.
It means you can be at peace with another being without even saying a word.
It's a beautiful feeling.
It means not forcing a conversation or an activity between the two of you.
I've been liking all the guys for this session so far.
Yeah.
It means just enjoying the moment without any expectations.
He sighs pleasantly, closing his eyes.
He sighs.
Man, I'm gonna have such a hard time figuring out like the entire like idea of his character from the torso up.
Are you talking about cosplay or what?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're talking about like the armrest things, I mean, you can always do like 3D printing for that.
Okay. And then obviously there's all those like pins and stuff that make up this necklace.
Yeah.
And is that a spring for a bracelet?
That is in fact a spring for a bracelet. That's also springs for his necklace too. But like the mattress springs.
Yeah.
And around it is like little stuff you lose in the couch, like keys, coins, stuff like that.
Yeah, noticed that. If I were to have like, if I were to like cosplay with this and then like go to a con for this idea, first up, I don't even know if they'd let me because of the whole like, hey, showing too much of your torso kind of situation.
Can't show your nipples, by the way, we're all men.
Yeah.
The rule still applies.
Yeah, one of us had to learn that the hard way.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would definitely try to see how well I can last with the loose change like just tucked above the skirt or whatever.
I like the Hawaiian shirt and I like the skirt too, and I also love that he has dollar bills at the waist of his skirt. So no, you'll have the impression of a stripper like. Sorry, Coach, you'll have the impression of a stripper like that.
It was Koa.
So, if like you did a Hawaiian shirt, you could get one that's like, extra large.
Yeah,
So
that's my normal size. What are you talking about?
Okay, so another bigger size. So it's like it fits over you, and you don't have to worry about it like going too wide on the chest. Because like I've done Frankie cosplay, no problem. It was a problem when I was shirtless.
Yeah.
So if you have a shirt and it's just occasionally kind of opens up just a little bit, they're not going to say anything. So, but if you just have an extra big shirt, like you can make that work.
Right.
Yeah, I kind of dig it.
Yeah, and crafting the kind of like the chair kind of look, couch look for the shoulders and the back, like that'd be fun to do.
Sure. And it's just the challenge of like walking around trying to keep the pillows in there.
You
That's,
just super glue those on.
Yeah.
I mean, I would, yeah, but I definitely want to like use them as props too, if need be. But yeah, this is someone I would definitely like enjoy to be as for a character.
Happy, let us know. Are you one who likes cosplay?
Guess I'll give it a shot then. Sounds boring. Can't you just tell me something about yourself?
Guess I'll give it a shot then.
Yeah.
Beautiful. You'll see. Koa breathes in deep, sighing pleasantly. When he relaxes, the entire room seems to relax with him. You find yourself growing sleepier alongside him. You're not sure how much time passes as the two of you sit side by side in companionable silence, but it's certainly a good while.
This has been a debate for people for a long time, but are you more of a couch sleeper or a bed sleeper? Which do you prefer? And I want the chat to answer in on this too.
Where does a futon lie?
Couch?
I'm going to say couch for this one.
Sure.
Thanks for keeping it chill, buddy. This was real nice. Got something I want to give you.
Money!
Wow.
We shall now go to Monique for this. I wonder if that would actually like have like
You never
a
know.
worthwhile thing for it. It's like, oh hey, I got change from my couch. I mean, can I give it to you in our safe?
I found this on the floor. You can have it.
Is this my pocket change? Whoa, free money! Did you steal this from me?
Whoa, free money.
Yeah.
It's not free. It's your money.
Whoa, my money!
You know, in coach culture, we're not big on expressing ourselves verbally. We prefer to let our actions speak for us. And a gift like this, it's just a way of honoring our friendship.
So your guys' love language is a mixture of acts of kindness and gifts.
Sure.
I can do that.
In human culture, giving someone stuff you found is deeply rude.
Based on what?
I'm touched you'd share your culture with me, and interesting.
Square.
Yeah, I'm touched you share your culture with me.
I'm just glad you appreciate it. Koa yawns. I'm gonna take a nap.
Yeah, see,
Feel
because now
free
he
to
moves
stick
the
around
pillow
as
from the
long
other
as
side.
you want. Alright? I'm just so comfy.
Ray, you never did say. Are you more of a couch or bed sleeper?
Honestly, based on experience, I have to say couch.
I agree with couch as well. So I'm curious, chat. Same question. All right.
Well, time for bed. Alright.
It's a new day. Friday.
Okay. You know what? Let's get into our other lavish DLC character.
An armored warrior of some
Whoa.
kind stands before you, a massive sack of loot slung over his shoulder.
More money!
He greets you cheerfully. Something about his smile and tone reminding you of your own customer service voice at work.
Hey there! I'm Michael Transaction,
Microtransaction.
but you can call me Mikey.
Mikey.
Happy says bed sleeper.
Bed sleeper.
I agree.
I respect that. I mean, that is what it's designed for.
I think we've all had to sleep on the couch. I'm surprised because like has it been like this couch that we're on in particular for you? Has it been like the previous couches that you've owned? Like, do you have like a special couch in mind when you answer that you're a couch sleeper? Right?
The one I'm on right now is really good. I like it a lot. I even love it.
Yeah.
The previous one I had, when it was new, it wasn't bad, but it got old, and over time it got lumpy. And while yes, I have slept on it a few times, I was not a pleasant experience.
Yeah, this one has been more comfortable, but I was thinking more of like, because I come from a big family, and as a kid, I didn't have my own room, so I slept on the couch for the longest time. And so that's kind of what I'm used to. And, you know, as I got older, of course, got my own room, my own bed and stuff. And so, Yeah, sure. Like bed's comfortable, but like couch is mostly what I know.
The eventual goal one day, though, is if I get a place big enough to get one of those huge ring couches,
Oh,
where
Those big U ones.
yeah, those big, they look like a big oval or a big U. It doesn't really matter, but the idea is like you could probably hold like 4 or 5 people comfortably. You can lay out on the side. It's essentially like a pet bed for a human.
Right.
yeah, dude. If I have one of those, I totally want to like binge some anime or watch movie marathon.
Congratulations!
Yep. Anyway, Mikey transaction. How do we feel?
Interesting look.
Thanks for your purchase of the Date Everything Luxurious Edition!
You're welcome.
Your purchase gives you exclusive access to new features never seen in the game before!
Get ready, folks. You better thank me for this. All my $36. What are the features? Can I get a refund? Microtransactions are evil.
The triangle.
What are the features?
Exclusive access to the fantastic red shirt!
Really? Back to the red shirt.
Huh.
Aren't we wearing it?
Yes.
Exclusive access to the art book!
Nice.
Art book. Okay. We did look at that in the main menu screen.
Okay, what else we get?
Exclusive access to the soundtrack!
Really?
It's alright.
Exclusive access to phone backgrounds!
They are kind of cool.
Okay.
I just wish they would stick. You know.
I know.
Exclusive access to Lucinda Abbott!
Best believe I explored every part of Lucinda.
Hello.
I mean, part of me feels like we haven't explored her enough, you know?
And most importantly, exclusive access to me and my store,
Do you
baby!
have a store?
Can we buy stuff?
I think I might just fall in love with you. I think we'll be good friends, Mikey. I'm looking forward to getting you to hate me.
Are we already getting okay?
I say square.
Wow. Right then.
He can be a good
right.
friend.
We will be good friends, Mikey.
Mikey, unlocking access to me means that you gain access to the Date Everything loot box!
Sweet.
Each day, you can pull me up to 5 times for my extreme bonus armor!
Wait a minute. How can we do that? How can we do that if we... I guess, are we spending all 5 charges on you for a day?
Do I need armor in a dating sim?
Yeah.
Well,
We had the interaction with Titus.
And Dishy can be a boss as well.
Yeah,
I still don't know how that works.
yeah.
But I think we locked in the hate routes with him. So.
Which is even weirder, considering that you have to fight him either when you're as friends or as lovers.
Can't you?
A lovers fight.
Lovers fight? Friends fight? The friends definitely fight.
But boss battle level like that?
You don't understand. As a friend, he ate the last cookie. You got to fight him.
What is the dishwasher doing with cookies?
What is the dishwasher doing with human legs? I don't know. I don't have the answers.
Oh, it's the internet cookies because he wanted access to our Wi-Fi. That's
There you
what
go.
it was. Okay. Do I need armor in the dating sim?
This armor is so powerful that it can raise your spec stats, meaning that you can blaze past huge portions of this game on your path to 100% completion!
Get them pecs.
What?
We should have did this earlier.
I wanted to give credence to everybody else before we went to him. What if I like taking my time or sounds great? I'm in.
Sounds great. I'm in.
Sounds great. I'm in.
Part of me wants to ask though. What if I like taking my time?
Go ahead,
He's
Ask.
got it.
Then you'll love pulling for my armor regardless! It's fun! You can pull for my common boots of true presence.
Okay.
They have a high chance of being pulled. Or you can pull for my epic gauntlets of stardom. They have a small chance of being pulled.
It's a gotcha.
Or you can pull for my legendary cuirass of unwavering magnetism.
Am I wearing your core ass?
This extremely rare piece of cosmetics has a tiny chance of being pulled.
Outside it.
But it does exist! Trust me, I'm regulated by several gaming boards.
I don't like the way you said that.
He's not a scam.
Ooh, I'm looking forward to getting these, or I don't trust you.
Triangle.
I'm looking forward to getting these.
It costs a mere 8 brundles for each pull.
The heck's a brundle?
Brundles are a special kind of currency that you have exclusive access
And how
to.
much brundles have we saved up?
How do I get brundles?
Yeah, how do I
What do
get-
brundles look like?
How do I go?
Good question. In order to get your hands on some brundles, you have to spend money.
There's the catch.
Okay.
Not more money.
You
What?
get 5 money per day. Save up for
Oh.
big pools.
Oh.
Listen, I pulled some from the couch. Can I give you that?
I have Monique.
Yeah, how do I get money if I don't have a job?
That's a big question I've been asking.
You're asking those thinker type questions.
Yeah?
I love it. And I always have a great explanation.
So?
Oh. Well, you said money with no capitalization. That's totally different from money with the capitalization.
Alright.
You have very little money. But just by being at your home, Valdivian pays out its employees 5 money per day as a way of saying thank.
You're welcome.
Think.
Think.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Don't you mean thanks?
Do you mean thanks?
Yeah, that.
Okay.
Come by when you've saved up enough money and pull me, baby!
Well, where am I at right now? Where am I at right now? Where am I at right now?
Also, you can talk to text box Sean like that too.
I tried.
Oh, okay.
It didn't work.
Benoit, since we're here.
Ugh. Okay.
Air. Just to be on the safe side, though.
Okay.
Air. I don't know how long it lasts, but it's like I just remember the fact that like we talked to her and then we were wondering whether or not we should at the time, and then she went away.
Right.
Yeah. All right then.
Benoit is in a graceful split on the ground, bending forward so that their nose touches their knee. They smile when they see you. They take their sweet time getting up. Perhaps they intend to show off for you.
Well. Surprised you can walk without a limp after all that. I'm glad you came to see me. I thought of a wonderful way for us to get to know each other better.
Oh, okay.
Aside from the obvious and surefire method, sex.
Sex isn't really a good way to get to know someone, or what's better than good old-fashioned conversation? Why don't we just bang instead?
Square.
Alright then.
Sex, for one. But aside from that,
They pull a small black and red box out from a drawer.
sexy questions for sexy people.
Got the hearts.
A card game designed to help couples working on their intimacy. Not that I need any help with my intimacy, but you seem a bit shyer than me.
Yeah, Ray.
Dang, man.
What did I do? What did I do?
You kept wanting to say linguini.
Yeah? Yeah?
So you're shyer.
That is what the safe word is for. I didn't feel safe no more.
You got through it.
Okay. I'm glad we picked this. We did this. Because I think we can have some fun questions for each other and for the chat.
Yeah.
Alright,
So
let's
we
go.
might as well make a game of it.
Alright, good. I like a game within a game within a game.
Benoit draws a card and reads aloud to you.
Okay.
What is the wildest place you've made love?
Cool.
Alright, chat, spill out your answers stats.
Yeah.
You don't have to go in so much detail, but just a location.
Yeah, just like, exact coordinates, longitude, latitude, that kind of stuff.
Country, state, city.
Like, if you could give us like pictures on like GeoGuess or whatever,
So actually, no. If it's pictures, send that to the threads.
Oh, jeez. We prefer video though.
Oh my god.
Alright, what are our options here? My own bed, hotel balcony, art museum at rush hour, and I don't want to play this game. Alright, we're not picking X.
Okay, how wild do we want to be here? I think the wildest answer is art museum rush hour. Ray is slowly raising his hand. Yes, Ray.
I don't want to play this game.
Horseradish is not an instrument either. Okay, we are not ourselves here. We are Whoop Slap.
We are Whoop Slap.
What would Whoop Slap
Hotel
say?
balcony.
Oh, he would, okay. I think, okay, just the idea of a balcony in general is kind of cool.
Art museum at rush hour just sounds insane.
You have an exhibitionist streak.
Correct.
Hotels are a fun place to push the boundaries of your intimacy.
Also correct.
Benoit tosses the card aside, pulling another.
Right.
Okay, how about this one?
Mhm.
Favorite place to be kissed?
Place, location, or
On the body, probably.
What are the options?
You don't want to play this game? My lips, my neck, my back.
Neck and back.
Alright, just to be clear, we have a neck, we have a back, we don't have the third thing, but yes, we all have cracks. Alright. Whoop Slap gets around. I mean,
Yeah.
come on now.
You can't be the mayor of Fuchsia Village and not have a few skeletons in your closet here, okay?
Yeah, and you need a skeleton that features a neck and back, right?
Yo!
Oh, yes. Yes, I like the way you think. For the record, my favorite place to be kissed is just above my head.
Nice.
You know, if you are curious.
Benoit rummages through the cards, frowning at the ones they pull up.
Surely there are some more interesting questions than this. Oh, God, no, not this one.
Eventually, they finally pull one that puts a twinkle in their eye.
Describe your perfect date night.
Okay.
Alright, that sounds surprisingly chaste. I was expecting something more intense. Why?
Triangle.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be.
Okay.
Besides, it'll give me some great insight into who you are romantically and sexually.
That's fair.
And to sweeten the pot, I'll tell you mine too.
Alright. Dinner and a movie, no date. We just get straight to boning from minute one. Anything both of us enjoy doing.
I mean, my honest answer is close to dinner and a movie, but there's a little bit more behind it.
I like circle though. Circle could apply to anything, including dinner and movie.
Yeah?
I think we're all in compliance of circle then?
Alright, let's do it.
Yeah.
Like... God, I suppose I'll just have to take the lead here.
Benoit puts the card away, running a hand through their tentacle-like hair.
Now, for my perfect date. You invite me to your place. We have an intimate dinner that delights and satisfies without leaving us too full.
Alright.
After all, we have after-dinner activities to look forward to.
Right.
You give me that look, taking me by the hand and leading me through your glorious, immaculately clean mansion.
I got a 2-story house.
Hey, it's a mansion to someone that's homeless.
Both of us know
Fair
where
enough.
we're going, but neither of us says a word. You open the door to your basement, where the vibes shift immediately.
Oh man.
Our crawl space?
This
Barely
is
enough
no
for a
ordinary
person.
Basement. This is a dungeon.
We need to get you and Sophia to meet ASAP.
A fudgeon.
You bid me sit on a black leather couch as you sit across from me, snapping your fingers. A man dressed in vinyl from head to toe slithers out from behind some black silk curtains, offering me a shining silver tray covered in sex toys of all sorts.
So glad I properly rated this stream before we started, because not every time it seems like it's worthy of doing that, but Oh God, am I gonna have to change anything for YouTube?
There are 3 characters, well, maybe 4, that I would give the M rating to.
I just don't know, like, if I like directly export this, like, does YouTube kind of like flag this down? I don't know. I don't know how anybody else has like done this because I haven't watched any of their playthroughs because obviously we're trying to have our own reactions here. But yeah, this is
Let's go.
I run my fingers along the spread, acting as though I just can't decide. But we both know there's only one choice.
That's one.
a sex toy so advanced and powerful that defies description, a silicone foot with a vagina in it,
Oh my god.
and a condom.
Knowing this character, triangle sounds the best.
Right?
I'm gonna go with that.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. The Indominator.
Oh my.
God. Oh, this has to be properly dissected. Also, new collectible.
Oh jeez.
Read the contents of this if you can.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will. All right. For you boys and the people at home, this in the front of the box is the Indominator, and the caption underneath that near the bottom: over 22 flagrant motions, Benoit approved. And on the side of the box, we got the ultimate sex toy. 16 substances ranging from moist to hurricane. Shape-wise, this is kind of similar to, I guess, a lava lamp is the best silhouette I can give to this. It's entirely pink. You have one large shaft as the main base. You have a swirly looking thing right next to that. You got a clamp-looking thingy coming off to the side, a round spiky thing next to that, something that looks like a beaded handle. I'm not sure what that thing underneath that is. A tentacle, a very large tentacle on the front, and just because, for accuracy's sake, anal beads on the other side of it. And this is the Indominator.
Okay, I'm curious what the 16 substances that it said it had.
You ask me if I'm sure, and I tell you I'm here for a good time, not a long time. The sex that follows is so intense, so messy, so taboo, that its shockwaves are felt all over the world. Politicians tremble in their offices. Couples feel an unexplainable draw to do that thing they've been curious about, but too scared to try. The ripple effect of our joining causes a worldwide tidal wave of nut that ends in world peace.
Tidal wave of nut that ends in world peace. That is, without doubt, probably the best line in this whole game.
Again, I can't choose the thumbnail, but this is
Ray, please tell me someone made an interesting comment here.
Nope. Happy is pretty quiet.
Happy. We're giving you some primo content with a lot of stuff to talk about here.
Kind of self-important for a fantasy, isn't it? A worldwide tidal wave of what? Gross.
Square, just because that's the best line.
Yeah.
You heard me the first time.
I did. I can't lie. I didn't do that.
Benoit puts the box of cards away, their gaze far warmer than when you'd started.
Well, now with that behind us, how are you feeling? Shall we go for round 2?
Okay.
Is that your answer?
In character.
Take me. What if we just talked all night instead, or absolutely not?
Take me.
Take me.
All right, you said it, Ray.
Benoit's lips curve into a wicked smile.
Imagine like the Grinch.
Specifically the Jim Carrey version.
There's not really much of a difference.
We're going to have such fun.
All that talk about the Indominator really seems to have wound Benoit up. Their voice whispers sweet debauchery into your ear, guiding you through complicated things that you never have managed yourself. When it's all over, you find yourself exhausted, but happy. There's a sweet safety in Benoit's arms, even when you're trying such new things.
Okay. Air.
Time for
Air.
bed.
Air. No.
I almost thought she was there.
There.
I grow weary of these encounters, human.
Dang.
Why do I still talk? I'm sorry. I just want to know, how do we stand with each other?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's the least amount of
Well, you
work.
can show me a better apology by not wasting breath.
Learn sign language. Whoa, wow.
Okay.
No, I'm not finished with those errands, and I never will be! Oh my gosh.
Alright, now what?
The globe?
The globe.
Salvador!
A red-haired traveler lifts her goggles to peek at you, revealing freckled cheeks and stunning blue eyes. There's a friendly air about her that makes you want to hear her stories.
Thank you.
Now, why, my love, you look some lost. Where are you on to?
Huh?
It's like every accent all in one.
Huh?
Just, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Sometimes my accent comes out when I get too excited.
Which
What
one?
accent was that?
Norwegian.
Might be.
That's me in Newfoundland, you see.
What?
This little rock right
She bends around and points to one of the patches on her jacket sleeves.
here.
Is that...
Darn it. Okay. Where is Newfoundland? Here we go.
Is that where Dildo is?
What?
Once again, please.
You know, Dildo, Newfoundland.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Coach.
Yeah!
We already met Benoit. That should be the dildo right there.
No, there's an actual place in Newfoundland that's called Dildo.
Okay. Before I get to there, I'll just say this.
Look, they have a Nan and Pop's Dildo souvenir shop.
Okay, I remember talking about that.
Yeah! See? You remember the Dildo in Newfoundland town?
Before I get to that,
You
Newfoundland
guys
is...
are gonna look at me like I'm crazy, like as if I didn't already show you that existed?
Listen, it's been a long day, it's a long night. I'm sorry if I can't think of the random things we talk about, okay?
Newfoundland is a large island located off the eastern coast of North American mainland, forming the innermost part of Canada.
Yeah, it's like, you get your access line from like, maybe make like Maine or something, and then you make your way to like Nova Scotia, and then you make your way out into like Heart's Delight, Heart's Content, those kind of areas. And then that's like the more northernmost east part of North America. This was a crucial plot of land to get to, and then in order for in the 1850s to go across the transatlantic cable. So,
And for the people at home, and for the sake of our sanity, yes, Dildo, Newfoundland, and yeah.
but like, where she's pointing out on the map, is that more like?
It doesn't 100% match up with what I'm seeing here. It's, I just have to say it, sure.
So our globe is a little wrong, but that's okay. I know my places.
Coach,
Friendliest folk you'll ever meet. But the dialect can be a little much for some. I'll try to speak plain for you. Name's Gaia, by the way.
What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say, Coach really knows his ways around dildos. Not hearing a no.
Anyways, Gaia with a lowercase I.
Perfect name for this type of character, yes.
I am I'm always upset about that lowercase I and everything else is capitalized.
What
I
do
don't
you
know
think?
why they do that.
What do you think about the design?
It's cool. I like it.
Me too.
Well, the world ain't flat.
Yeah, that right. You know what I'm saying?
So, where are you from?
Oh, you know,
Fushavilla.
Fushavilla.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense with that accent I'm hearing on you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's so hard being a whoop slap nowadays. Nobody understands what you say.
People forget
I
that
guess.
you're there.
It's a right shame, though. See, I got all these countries and rivers and seas on my jacket. It's a collection I've been working on. And I know the names, but I don't really know the places, you know?
Go to their souvenir shops.
I mean, heck, I got them all memorized even. United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama. The works. But without a storyline, they all feel so far
they
away.
are funny for that.
Oh, that's cute. If you don't get it, chat, that is a song from Animaniacs sung by Yakko Warner.
United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru.
Even if you've never seen an episode of Animaniacs, that was a sound popular on many social media sites, and I think it still is too.
The last time I saw that song, it had to do with the tariffs.
Right.
It was
yeah.
Yakko is going to say all of the names that appear in the song if it hasn't been tariffed. And well, let's just say he didn't really talk a lot.
Yeah.
You'd think they'd be in arm's reach considering they're on my sleeves, but it's a brain problem. I just can't pin anything down without context.
There is a clip online with the voice actor for Yakko, and he's teaching other voice actors how to do it. One of them was what is his name? He's done Disney's. He's Tigger.
Oh, no, Jim Cummings.
Jim Cummings. And so Jim Cummings was trying to do it as Tigger. And all Rob Paul said was United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru. He's like, United States, Canada did something but Peru.
To be fair, he was doing this in character
Yes.
as Tigger.
Yes.
It's not like he didn't understand it.
Yeah, he was trying to do it as Tigger, and so he couldn't think of the words, so he just kind of went with it and was being funny.
There's also a pretty good Animaniacs song specifically about the states of America and their capitals, which I kind of like a little bit better, just because the song is a bit catchier.
Yeah.
Without stories, maps are just paper. Dots and lines.
It also makes me think of the line. Well, according to the map, we've only gone about 4 inches from Dumb and Dumber.
The reason I ask where you're from is so I can shape the places in my mind with some kind of meaning. Because right now, it feels a bit like I'm just wearing a big vest of unchecked boxes. Geez, there I go, talking your ear off. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
It's just, I'm having trouble putting myself out there, and I'm so interested in being out there.
Go on a new team.
Out there somewhere.
Why can't you just wrap around like everyone else seems to be able to do? Or warp around, not wrap around.
I've tried.
Alright.
I want to talk to the others, but I think I must be too forward or something. I skip on up to them and I ask them about themselves, and they just run away.
Oh no, it sucks.
What do you mean? That can't be. You seem so nice.
It can't be.
Yeah, she does seem nice.
Can't be. You seem so nice.
It's not about just being nice. I come up to the others so I can ask about them, get to know them, who they are. But before I can get to the point, I always go spouting off about something or other, like telling them factoids I've heard about what I imagine their home to be.
I am a little bit thrown off about like the maple leaf, like being like just below the belt.
What?
Right there in the pants where like a zipper would be.
Yeah, how about that?
Like normally the maple leaf would be above. At least you know, more than the equator and stuff, but
Yeah.
alright then.
And 9 times out of 10, I'm some level of wrong.
Oh.
And the other time I'm right, but it's in an insulting way.
Hmm.
One thing leads to another, and they give me this look. And soon enough, they find an excuse to leave. I'm just bad at it, I guess.
You think she's racist accidentally?
No, I think she's just a bit of a nerd. And just kind of like...
But she's a nerd that doesn't know anything. Like, I don't know how that works.
It's just... Because, like she said, she starts spouting off, facts. And so it's like she's overwhelming people and just kind of like, oh, it is, and not really giving them a chance to talk.
But I love the fact that she says that she's wrong a lot of the time.
Yeah, so like...
Sometimes I feel like no matter how hard I push myself, I'm just going in circles.
Reminds me.
You know what I mean?
Reminds me of Adventure Time. I have approximate knowledge of many things.
do you mean like your head spinning?
Yeah.
You're just gonna have to look at it from a new angle, I'd say. Yeah, I'm working on getting better with people too. I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, triangle's true.
It's hard, isn't it?
It
I can
is.
see why you need practice for dating. It's just too easy to mess up.
What do you mean dating? We never brought that up yet.
I'm wearing magic glasses. How desperate do you think I am?
She might have magic glasses on, right? Or, goggles of some sort, considering what's on her head. I don't know if that's supposed to let her see, but...
You say one wrong thing and poof, you're done. So frustrating.
Facts.
Sorry, I think I might be Mercator projecting on your situation a little bit.
So what?
Okay. Alright, we're gonna look up another word.
Okay. Mercator.
What about America?
Well, that's part of her.
North and south. Central.
Mercator projecting. Projection. Ew. Wow. Okay. This may be a little bit deeper than I thought. The Mercator projection is a cylindrical map projection developed by Gerardus Mercator in 1569. It is known for preserving angles and shapes of small objects, making it useful for navigation, but it significantly distorts the size of land masses, particularly at higher latitudes.
So is that kind of the thing that we're seeing on her vest?
I guess so.
Oh, whoa! I just had the best idea. You're running to the four winds, meeting with people and speaking to the others, yeah? I'm sure some of those folks come from other places, right?
We tried speaking to the winds, but the winds didn't like us when we spoke. So, do it that way you will.
Travelers, you knows what I'm saying. Why don't you ask them what they're about? Get to know them a little better, figures out how they ticks, and come back and we'll have a yarn. Sound good?
I feel like now is a good time that we met Bo,
Yeah, true.
Maybe Lyric could also be a good way for her, considering like he's probably learned a lot about stuff
Yeah.
over the course and stuff, like through the means of books and whatnot. But
Right.
who else would be useful for her?
Well,
Lux?
I mean, Mac has the whole internet at their disposal.
Right? Yeah.
Phoenicia, too.
Yeah.
Speak plain, guys. Speak plain.
I heard you.
Okay, so you're speaking with objects all over the house. You know how some of us have little labels that say things like made in China or hecho in Argentina on the bottom?
Yeah.
Well, that means those objects are travelers. They come from away.
Why is that my only option?
I can understand that.
But,
They're from somewhere else. Somewhere on my jacket.
dude, we got more smarts. Why is the game still treating us like we're stupid?
We're just too stupid for her, okay?
Come on.
Oh, okay.
She's not even the one that knows things correctly.
Okay. I am curious about the pecs for this character.
Oh my gosh.
Those are the objects I need to talk to. Those are the ones who can fill out my checklist. This map is uncharted, but if you can bring me back stories from those travelers, then I'd be able to write little notes down here and there, and pretty soon I'll be a bona fide travel guide.
Speaking of Uncharted, we might play that game at some point eventually later. I think I have Uncharted 3, but I could have had Uncharted 4. I don't know. I just know what you guys think about the Nathan Drake series or something? I don't know. I never played it, but
It's everything I've ever wanted. And you'll get a chance to practice talking more. Are you shy? I can help. People tell me that I never shut up. I can help you learn to never shut up. Doesn't that sound great?
I feel like we're yappers enough already.
Are we yappers?
Well, considering that this stream would be going a lot smoother if we weren't doing the talking in between.
Oh, see, I thought you meant the character.
No. That'd be perfect. I thought you said that everyone runs away from you. Why don't you just look stuff up online?
That'd be perfect.
Well,
Yeah.
Ray, I mean, you mentioned Mac.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But, let's be on our good side right now.
Right? I'm sure it'll work out. You scratch my cartouche, I'll scratch yours.
Cartouche.
What do you say, partner? Exploration buddies?
Maybe one of these days we'll find Carmen Sandiego herself. Sure, why not?
Really?
We might even mess around and find Amelia Earhart.
Wow.
Ah, I appreciate it. Really saves me a lot of hemming and hawing. You go out and find some objects from foreign lands. Oh, and let me know if you need any help.
I'm probably gonna need some help. Because I've already met like 60 of these people.
Oh, I know.
It's hard to explain, but I got a pretty good sense of these things. I can't give you an exact name or anything for who to talk to, but I can get you close. It's kind of like a geocache.
Ah,
I can give you an idea of their general location, but if you want to find those travelers, you'll need to hunt them down yourself.
I've done some geocaching before in my day.
Hmm.
So, you guys know what that is?
Yeah.
I've learned firsthand what others don't take too well if you run up to them and scream, "Where are you from?"
Like you do with me.
Yeah, like that. It was a disaster. Point is, you can't just ask objects about their origins out of the gate. You gotta awaken them first. Don't worry too much about the details. Once you're close with someone, you'll learn more about them automatically.
I wonder if this, like if we would talk to her first, right? Like, would that have changed other dialogue that we've had with previous characters?
Probably. I would think so.
Like, would there have been an option to figure out, like, where the heck was Benoit made? You know? Like,
So, what do you say? You want some hints on where to find travelers, or do you feel like searching on your own?
Hints.
hint, please.
All right. Hint. Hint, hint, hint. Let's spin me around and see which object I get a sense for. The cabinets. The cabinets!
Are you okay?
It's a vision. Clear as day. Cabinets. You know what that might mean?
Should I come back to cabinets?
Maybe. Maybe?
What do you mean, maybe?
Hope that helps. Sorry, I'm still a little scatterbrained.
I mean, she did say general direction.
Any other leads?
You'd think anybody with an accent would be a traveler, but that's not true. Sometimes they're second or third generation and just picked it up from their parents. You don't want to make any kind of blanket statement about anyone. I learned that the hard way. Hope that helps. Sorry, I'm still a little scatterbrained.
Alright, let's just get one more.
Sometimes I feel like I go round in circles. But you humans have these machines that let you walk forever and go nowhere.
Treadmill.
Hope that helps. Sorry, I'm still a little scatterbrained.
Alright, let's just start.
Good luck. Don't get lost.
Oh, that was Gaia. Oh, what else?
Well, to the cabinets?
Alright, let's try it.
Is this the cabinets or is this...
Yeah.
Alright then.
A handsome stranger with a model-esque beauty stands just a few feet away from you, posing with a hand in his hair, as though he were in the middle of shooting a perfume ad. The moment he lays eyes on you, he lights up, drinking you in with a warm smile and warmer gaze.
Ciao, beautiful. What are you doing?
Well, we have hearts already. And yeah, he's got an accent.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Are you talking about me? Not a whole lot right now. Admiring you.
Not a whole lot right now.
Buono. I've got some ideas on how to pass the time. You'll find, Amore, that I am more creative than Da Vinci.
Like resolve?
But first, I must introduce myself. The music of courtship has its cadence, after all. I am the one and only Fabrizio.
Fabrizio.
Amore.
Still like the lowercase i's, but Fabrizio. What do you think of his design?
I like it. Oddly enough, reminds me of Dorian a bit.
Yeah.
It's simple, but it gets the job done.
Mm.
Piacere di conoscerti.
What the heck? Ah, we're not smart enough!
Yep. Just
Square.
Aye, Daniel Di Nota. What a beautiful effort you're making to speak the language of a new friend. Now that we are introduced, we must get to know each other, eh? Let us begin with a simple question. Un aperitivo. Do you, and so much is contained within your answer, have a favorite flower?
Well, do we?
I don't know.
We have a fake plant upstairs.
Ted. But,
I'm gonna be truthful today. I really don't.
y'all are boring. I do.
Alright.
But, I really want to see, like, what the dialogue options are.
Okay.
Ah, tesoro bellissimo. Of course you do. A vibrant heart must have a love of nature. Picture it. I will try to guess what it is. I see. Amore, what a rich and colorful mind you have.
Thanks. I feel like a wolf in Grandma's clothing right now.
It is a pleasure to me to be inside your eyes.
Water's still
See
on.
all your nooks and your crannies.
It's been several days.
Okay, let's at the crannies, huh? I have crannies?
Yeah. I have crannies.
Ah, do you ever, amore? And exquisite crannies they are.
Yeah, the cranberries.
And somewhere buried in one of them, like a golden treasure waiting to be found, is this flower in your mind. I see red. No, not red. Ah, amore, how specific you are. I do see red, and also I see orange, the color of sunset. I see blue, the color of the ocean at night, or the sadness at the bottom of your eyes. I see yellow and pink, the colors of the wings of the lefate, glimmering in the early morning light. Amore, so powerful is your mind, sending this vision to me, I can even smell this flower.
I wonder when I should say mine.
It's a little spicy. It's earthy, and yet light. Smell is such a powerful sense, amore. It is the sense that goes most directly to our memories and our hearts.
I'm just gonna say it right now. It's the Birds of Paradise.
Okay.
So
What a gift
I
you
get it.
give me, amore, with this aroma. You are thinking your most favorite flower is Uccello di Paradiso.
What?
Bird of paradise.
Wow. That is creepy.
I didn't know I would say that!
Spooky.
What? Everything I could have said?
Yeah, that's spooky. Has the chat said anything yet?
Chat's been quiet.
Alright.
They're probably shocked!
Continue.
Oh my god, what the fuck? Holy buckets, how did you know that?
I know nothing, amore. I know only what you show me. I am at your mercy. Thank you for the gift of your favorite flower.
I feel violated.
Hmm.
I didn't get that feeling from Benoit, or Sophia, or Nightmare, or Betty, I don't know. I feel violated here. How the heck did you know that? Oh my god, I'm gonna need a minute.
Of course, amore. There is no rush. There is never a rush with things that are great quality.
The amount of predictions I can make within stuff
legitimately freaks me out.
Right.
Oh my god.
I can tell you have much quality within you. It would be my pleasure to help you blossom. I feel I should tell you also, it may look as though I have something of a hard exterior. I have heard before, though not from lovers, that I can sometimes appear closed. But let me assure you, nothing could be further from the truth. I am open. I take great pleasure in being so, open to the world, to experience. I am open to you, Amore. Will you grant me another gift?
God, no.
Will you share with me more about yourself? What do you love? What makes you cry? What inspires your passion?
I have a feeling you already freaking know that, psycho. I'm still recovering from the flower thing. Maybe another time. No.
Another time. For you, I have all of the other times. Then we have a date. I see. Could this be an invitation for more flirtation, yes? And perhaps you are truly not sure. You are more of a delicious mystery to me either way, Amore. I am fascinated. Ciao to you for this moment, mia stella nuova. Where you go now, take with you the passion of Fabrizio.
No.
Oh, time for bed. Of all of the frickin' flowers I could have said. And here I was thinking I was different. No. I won't play this game.
Because she wanted to call it early stream.
Oh my god!
It is 10 o'clock on the dot if you want to do that.
And do you want to call it an early stream?
No.
Stop here.
No.
Alright.
No. What is in here?
The triangle.
Oh, the triangle. Yeah.
More lyric. More lyric. I see more bow. What's that? I don't know what that is on the top, though.
These towels?
It's okay.
Yeah.
Terrell.
Those pillows?
Water decorations or something. Yeah, I think so. Let's try this.
An angular beauty sits in contemplative silence, her head resting on one hand. She doesn't greet you even when you stand directly in front of her. In fact, she doesn't even look at you.
More characters, which is like not saying anything for the first couple of interactions. Hey there.
Hey there.
Hello?
Hey there.
Ow. You're disturbing my thoughts.
Throw off your groove. Sorry. My bad. What's important enough for you to be so rude?
You're too pretty to think.
My bad.
Wow.
My bad.
You're bad? Seriously?
It beats the other options.
God, you're so boring. Well, that's it. My fantasy bubbles officially burst. Name's Tina. Tina Triangle.
Tina.
Ooh, there. My content aware has given me a tickle.
You should have given me a content aware that the frickin' cabinet was gonna read my mind.
Tina here has a very, let's say, forceful personality. It could be seen as that of an abuser that's taken in a humorous way. If dealing with that kind of behavior in a light way is disagreeable, I wouldn't recommend this one, that's for sure. You cool with that? Or you want to skip it?
Okay, no joke. You guys can continue this, but I'm probably going to be quiet for this.
Okay.
Just keep on the chat then.
Okay.
On with the show. And before you got here, I was having a nice little fantasy.
That is what it is. Gray Delisle.
Ray Delisle. Also, has played a lot of characters that we both know and love. That we all know and love, I should say. She is Azula from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Okay.
She is the current voice of Daphne Blake from a lot of Scooby-Doo cartoons.
Huh.
And the voice that we've known her for from the very beginning in each of our childhoods, Icky Vicky from Fairly Odd Parents.
Ah.
Vicky. And also she's doing Vicky in the sequel series. I forget what the name of it is called, but you know what it is.
Yeah.
Huh.
She's also Mandy in Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
That is true.
Yeah. She's actually showing up at a convention.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the anime convention.
Second.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. About who or about what?
About who?
Okay.
Not who, what?
I feel like we were gonna have differing choices no matter what.
Tina forms a small triangle with her fingers.
The Illuminati!
A love triangle. Greatest shape in the world, especially when it comes to love.
Wouldn't that be a love angle? Because in order to finish the third line.
I guess so, yeah.
Matter of fact, it's the only shape I'm interested in.
That explains the whole triangle theme, or yes, I see that.
I see that.
Oh yeah? You're smarter than you look, cutie.
Uh-oh.
But enough about you.
Dang.
You ever watched Love on Triangle Island?
No, never heard of it. No, but it sounds amazing.
No, but it sounds amazing.
Oh, it is. It is. Let me paint the picture for you. 18 sexy singles get together on an island.
Bermuda Triangle.
Okay.
Are they never seen again?
This new season airs March 3rd.
Alright.
They gotta pair off into groups of 3, and every week a love triangle gets voted off.
Get it? The third day of the third month.
The last throuple to get voted off wins $1 million, but that ain't all.
Not 3 million?
They offer them money and bring in their exes to try and break up the throuple. It's all just so deliciously dramatic.
Is that what you were thinking about before I got here? Sounds toxic as hell. You should be on that show.
You should be on the show.
Oh my god, yeah! Can you just imagine me in a bikini? 2 nearly naked people fighting over me on a beach? Sand in places it shouldn't be. The sun setting just so. Too good to be true, ain't it?
Doesn't have to be. Yeah, it totally is. Why are you asking me?
It doesn't. Triangle. What? I'm gonna laugh if all the right answers are triangle for this specific edition of the game.
That would be interesting. But to us, it didn't really seem like it was that route initially.
Right.
So I was going to say this.
Maybe you're right. I don't know. Whatever. I've officially spent way too much time on this conversation. Let me get back to my fantasy. It was just getting good. Get out of here. Scram! But, see you around or whatever.
I like her.
Okay.
Listening to her.
Was that everything you were hoping for?
I mean,
It is about what I was expecting.
I mean, I wasn't disappointed.
I don't even know if I should be checking here anymore. What's the freaking point? Look, if we're on your hate route, then just like finish up the route already. Alright. Fine.
So we're focusing on new characters, right?
Okay.
I mean, we could. I think that we are. Where did? Bobby Pin down here. The top. Where did we leave off Bobby Pin again? Because I feel like we were close to her.
Yeah.
Type in.
Darkness. Okay, so
No, that was the first one.
Can't scroll.
The Office.
No, we found her in the office already.
Did we?
Maybe she has to be there at a certain time of day. Because it's like she was like on here,
Yeah.
but then
But we already spoke to her here,
Yeah.
and then she was in the office.
so where the heck is she now?
She wasn't in the bedroom.
I mean, like that is one of the locations we're supposed to meet her in. But do I have anything like in these drawers? No. Anything down here? Yeah, I don't.
Bathsheba.
Yeah, I don't really know where I'm supposed to find her again. I'm thinking that it's a time-related issue with her.
Let's check the office. I'm curious. Oh, is that her on top of the papers?
That's a pencil.
Oh. Apparently, you can do the carousel.
I think it just leads to Jerry again. She back in the laundry room or something? Oh, she's back over here. Really?
The attic is dark and cold. That's to be expected. What you don't expect,
How much sense does that make?
is that Bobby has company before you get here. Then again, it might be more accurate to say that
Oh,
Bobby's company
thanks,
has
Cyrus, but we found her.
Listen here, you little worm.
Breaking in. Breaking in.
You think you can just slither into my attic and start helping yourself to my real estate?
It's for your own estate.
No, No, mistress.
You're done messed up, Ron.
No, mistress. No, you spineless, pathetic little pin.
I am so glad we went the Sophia route first before we got to Bobby Pin.
Dang, bro, she called you a pin.
Nothing happens in this attic without my say-so. You understand? You will not be playing pretend gangster in here without my express permission, you sniveling, lowly little maggot.
Oof. Dude, we were just wretch.
The safe casts her steely gaze towards you, and you could swear the room has gotten 10 degrees colder.
Okay, whoa. We know each other. Hang on, honey.
Ah, playmate.
Aha!
That's more like it.
Another uninvited guest. Why don't you go explain to them that you will not be conducting your business here?
Boss, I don't know how to tell you this, but,
It's above our pay grade.
it's also above the floor that you're currently at. I don't know what the heck was going on there, but, she blew you so far away that you were back where you started, right next to Hoof.
Yes, found.
No, wrong.
Good, Pin. Don't disturb me again, or I'll have to punish the both of you. And it won't be the fun sort of punishment. Fun for us, perhaps.
Monique wanders into the fray, looking uncharacteristically confused.
What now? Nobody you need to worry about, my angel of accounting. No one of worth or consequence.
Oh, I see.
Bobby lowers their voice, doing their best to appear entirely unbothered by the conversation you just witnessed. They try to strike a casual pose, leaning one arm against the wall, but they accidentally hit a spiderweb and shriek.
You okay there, boss?
Goddamn!
Ooh. That's quite the accent you had there.
They look back towards Sophia and lower their voice again.
Welcome to the attic. Potential future site of the Pin Criminal Empire.
PCE.
Do you really think there's room for us here? Didn't you just get told you can't be here? This place seems not quite cool enough for you.
Square.
What? By that stuffy old safe?
Oh.
I ain't scared of her.
Ooh, I think we met.
Are your teeth chattering?
It's just cold up here, okay? I am not scared.
No one said you were scared, boss.
But just to be sure, let's see how this scam strikes you. I call this one Scared Broke. So check it out. You bring our potential suckers up here to the attic. They think they're gonna have a meeting with me, the big boss.
Naturally.
We keep them waiting a while, a good 20 minutes or something, and you keep reassuring them I'm coming.
You and me both. It was up in the attic. Yeah, someone's coming already.
I sneak up on them, scare the shit out of them.
Okay.
They drop all their money and valuables, as one does when scared shitless.
I don't think that's how it works, Mark. So like, maybe in like a cartoon or something. This ain't no cartoon.
Never tell.
Yeah, this is so delved deep into reality.
Yeah.
How the heck else I would guess that I like Birds of Paradise?
We pick it all up and get ready.
I mean, in reality, I don't have anything in my pockets anymore, so maybe it does work. Alright, well, what if they don't actually have any money or valuables? We've already kind of asked that question again. I think there's already too many people up here to maintain the kind of scary environment you'll need, or how many times you're going to try a variation of the same bad idea?
Square.
How many times are you going to try this variation of the same bad idea?
Good, you guessed it.
Listen, Goop,
We gotta let her know. We gotta let the boss know. Like, this is a bad idea. We could come up with something better.
Here's the thing. I do admire her tenacity to try to find work and try to find places to be in the house. And I don't want to snuff out that flame she's got going on.
Tenacity. Mr. College guy over here. Wow.
So, what you're trying to suggest here is that she goes and tries to think of something that we're assuming that we have a better idea for, which, what would that be for you, pray tell?
Dude, I'm saying, we do it front. Like, we get a type of business, and you know, like, say it's a pizza joint, you know, no one's gonna really come. And then we run our actual business from there.
I'm just gonna say square because your idea wasn't much better.
God, yeah, you're right. It was a great idea, but all these wise guys up here crowding my shit and ruining the vibes. Yes, it's not my fault, but it won't work, will it?
Bobby looks around the room as though desperately trying to source some inspiration from somewhere. They fold their arms over their body, trying to keep warm while still trying to look effortlessly cool. The result is less than convincing.
Well, look, maybe this time you come up with a scheme for us. Huh, recruit?
Oh, okay.
I'd love to, but not here. We should just rob the safe. You're the big crime genius, not me.
I'd love to, but not here.
Yeah.
I think this takes her to our bedroom, if you know what I mean.
This place is cramping your style, right? I knew it. No, this place just doesn't have what it takes to host the Pin Gang. I wanted to give it a fair chance, but my time is too valuable to waste. You know?
From behind the two of them, the specter of a ghostly woman materializes, placing a cold, transparent hand on Bobby's shoulder.
Again, is it one of these interactions where it's like it wouldn't have happened had we not, like, given her to this point?
I'm not sure.
Did anyone just feel like a cold draft all of a sudden?
Must have been the wind we can't talk to because they don't like us.
Oh, right, yeah.
Hello, friend!
Oh, good God, who was that?
Bobby takes off running without a second look back. They call over their shoulder after you as they flee.
You can find me where
Was
The
it
debt
what?
of sin and rest in equal measure!
What?
Aw. Just wanted to say hi.
Sorry, Zoe.
Come back soon, okay?
Sure.
See you later.
What the?
Not sure what we learned about.
Okay.
Cyrus says it's a ghost. Tina Triangle should get her dog and investigate.
There.
I grow weary of these encounters, human.
What do I have to do to you? This is just the freaking same.
Oh my god.
As in a score of some form?
Wow, this is
Just choosing different dialogue options at this point.
It is true you have done much mindful breathing, and for this I am grateful. But 8 times is still not enough for my taste.
I tried to get her 8 times already?
I guess so.
Does this satisfy you?
I truly want to say square.
Triangle does take the least amount of breath here.
But clearly that doesn't matter because we've done that before, and it.
I understand. You mock me.
What?
One day I will leave you, gasping for my presence, and I will not return.
Wow.
Whoa!
What, I wasn't looking. What'd you pick?
I didn't quite get that or whatever. Like I didn't understand. And that's all it took.
We tried. We
We
really
tried.
I think her and Shadow Lord are like the two where it's like, we definitely tried. God, this sucks.
We got stuff.
What did we get?
I don't know. Stuff.
Does she take your breath away or what?
Hey, Reggie.
Too bad
Cyrus
you sucked
says-
the energy right out of her.
Cyrus mentions, you wrecked her run in the first interaction. Pretty sure you were doomed with her. I tried her several times. I got the love ending by only saying ...
I
The first
at some point there just stopped being the option for us.
Yeah, so I think like you have to do that right from the beginning.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's definitely one we probably should have just read a walkthrough for. You good, Coach?
I mean, you liked the character more than I did.
Yeah.
See,
So
Yeah,
I should really be asking you that.
But you seem so disappointed.
Because I had to move around the controller trying to find and be stressed out about trying to figure out where she was in the 7 or 8 freaking vents in the house at specific times. And then one time she disappeared on me when we were contemplating whether or not we should talk to her.
Yeah.
I don't have a dog in the fight for this one.
You know,
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Talk to Keith and get a candy, and you could remove the ending.
What? Where the heck is Keith again? Isn't he with us in our pockets or something? How do I talk to him again?
Yeah, how do we talk to Keith again? I mean, we could check the data decks, right?
For Keith?
Yeah. Because, I mean, that always says, you know, how to find...
It's interesting because Keys is not
Keith.
Keys.
Keith.
bring up our stats and whatnot in order to speak to him. Yeah, he likes candy. Well, where do I get candy from?
He has the candy.
He has the candy.
So Keith gives us candy,
Yes.
and then we give it to Reggie? Or
Oh.
the character that we hated?
Oh, Cyrus says by wall on Abel.
Mm.
Oh, okay. So yeah, up there.
So it's this. So this is Keith.
Yeah.
Go see him.
Okay, then.
Hello, dear owner. It's nice to see you again.
Whoop slap, it's fine, Keith. You don't need to call me owner.
Ah, but of course. Forgive me for my old-fashioned habits. Anyhow, I'm glad you dropped by.
You get one
I've
candy
just
for
been
each space.
here relaxing on Abel's broad back. I've convinced him to accept my presence.
What are you calling Abel Big Back for? That's rude.
Convince me? Oh,
Who said that?
Keith,
Go ahead,
you're
Bill.
more than welcome. I'm lucky to have someone as wise and knowledgeable about the home history round. You're too kind, Abel. He's wonderful, isn't he? I confess, it's been marvelous just to be out from under that rug. Now that I'm here, I'd love for us to get to know one another. For my part, I am, as they say, an open book. Is there anything I can tell you about myself?
Can you give me candy? So how long were you into there really? How old are you?
Oh, were you under there really?
Yeah.
I have asked myself the same question time and time again. Those were dark times, and I had plenty of opportunities to wonder at it. However, I've come to the conclusion that some questions may never be answered.
Did you do something wrong, or did the previous owner lose you?
Previous owner lose you.
I suppose that's possible, but I doubt it. It would appear I was placed there intentionally. I myself have no recollection of the initial incident.
That's strange. You must have been traumatized, or were you exploring on your own? Or you might have been traumatized.
Were you exploring on your own?
Right.
I could have been. I do like to do a bit of poking around, looking into things. Opening closed doors, as it were. I suppose I might have gotten myself lost. Anything else you'd like to know about me?
How old are you?
How old do you think I am?
Not a day older, over 30.
50-something, I think, is the most accurate answer.
20, yep, 20, or 50-something, or 75-ish, or you're 119 exactly.
50 something.
Okay. Keys can be old. It's much more sensitive for, like, if you would have asked this for a woman.
Right.
Of course. Like, probably, like, don't ask at all. But for us guys, like, I don't even think we mind if we were, like, if someone found out exactly how we are, especially if we were in a good condition, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, people would be more pleasantly surprised and be like, oh, I am guessing you're 119, and be like, oh, wow, that's fantastically true. So, part of me actually wants to go with that, considering, like, how I am good with numbers and stuff like this.
True.
You know what? Go for it, Coach.
Precisely. I've seen a lot, but I feel as young as I ever did.
What did I say?
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to ask question. I already know.
I also love how the next option is what I jokingly said.
And I am plenty functional, if you know what I mean.
I'm generally fascinated about, like, our literal relationship with this game, the back and forth of the information that this is giving us, and even with the freaking devs, like, we got a perfect score on a guy we didn't know. Just things like that. And in return, I guess they were just knowing us exactly back.
Yeah.
Freaking me out.
Seems to not age as most objects do. Anything else you'd like to know about me?
Alright, that's it for now.
Why, yes. Hopefully I'll get to know a lot about you in the future. But for starters, how about a few basics, eh?
You call me basic?
Like, do you prefer blondes, brunettes, or something else?
Brunettes.
Bald.
Blondes are my style. It's the dark hair for me. I'm a sucker for a silver fox, actually, or I don't have a preference.
I don't have a preference.
Some dark hair for me.
Alright, fine. I guess it's 2 out of the 3.
Mysterious, brooding, the anti-hero.
Is that what that means?
All right, how about another question? Do you believe in destiny?
Do I believe in density?
Hmm.
I do. Our fates are sealed. No, the future is open for me to decide.
Square.
Yeah, future's open for me to decide.
Wonderful. Open is how we like things around here.
There's just enough time to mess things up.
What else do I want to know? Ah, do you think of yourself as traditional or open-minded?
Well, okay. Traditional, I like structure. Open-minded, a mix of both, honestly.
A mix of both is real.
Mix of both.
Okay.
I guess all of us have some traditions we like to keep to. And staying open-minded in our lives can bring new experiences. How about just one more question for now? Forgive me for the boldness, but where do you keep your cash?
Everywhere. In the safe, like I'm gonna tell you.
Square.
Man, why don't I have an option for Koa?
Let's say square on this one.
Yeah, like I'm going to tell you.
I don't want to get on his bad side.
But why is he asking about? Why is he asking about us and then immediately jumps to, hey, where do you keep your cash?
This is no different than Dishy asking for the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, this is pretty suspicious here.
Okay, but Dishy, that was like literal like interaction 1. But
Technically, this is.
This is like our 3rd, I want to say.
Okay, what's the chat saying?
He will rob you.
All right then, that's good enough for me.
Brilliant! Now, as you know, I am a master of opening things up. But I am equally a master of locking things shut. And you have just passed a test of mine to ensure you're keeping your secrets safe.
Of course.
Well done.
A test.
And for the record, you ought to keep it in the safe, just in case.
Noted.
Just for that, I'm going to keep it in my mattress.
Duh, I never kept it in, like, my sock drawer or anything.
Yeah, that.
Really?
Well, if we say good call, I'll move it there now. He's just gonna go to the safe. Whereas if we act stupid and say that, he's gonna go to the sock drawer.
Ah, a common place for stashers to stash things. Unfortunately, also a common place searched by crooks. Now, I must say that with age comes a need to manage energy more efficiently. And I am feeling a bit tired. I'll need to rest.
Of course. I'm still young and I feel exhausted.
Of course.
Anyhow, I hope you'll come and see me soon.
Where's your candy?
There's much that I can tell you.
Cyrus is being funny. He says, "What do you mean, act? I've seen your specs."
Things that will prove quite valuable to you, I think.
You haven't seen my pecs. Okay. You know what? We've been talking about this plant. Just go at it.
Just in the middle of the night going to the plant.
A flowering
Oh,
beauty
oh.
waves at you, a radiant smile inviting you closer.
Hi.
Abundant plastic foliage frames her pretty face, and a little inanimate hummingbird rests on her shoulder. She looks rather like a fairy tale princess, and the delicate way she carries herself does nothing to belie that impression.
Oh my gosh, hi! I'm Prissy. You probably already know that.
Pussy.
Is this? Is this Kira, please?
Let me look it up.
It's polite to introduce yourself, though. So, hi!
I think this is.
Spell.
Kieraplaze.
No, it's just a.
There it is. Prissy Plastique.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is so funny that you're standing there.
I know, I'm laughing too. Funny haha or funny weird. Funny how? Like a clown? I'm gonna go with
Square. Yeah, square.
I wasn't gonna go with that one. I'm gonna go with this one.
Because I was sitting here, imagining how wonderful and helpful it would be if someone was suddenly standing there, like exactly where you are. And then boom! Here you are, like magic!
Okay, so Cyrus says, believe everything she says, trust me.
Okay, so my mere presence is the answer to a prayer. Sweet.
Yeah! Well, no. I mean, kind of. You're definitely great. Probably. But in my imagination, the person standing where you're standing also did stuff.
Stuff?
Oh man, now I gotta do something? That makes more sense. What kind of stuff?
Yeah, what kind of stuff?
I need you, please, to flirtalize me.
Flirtalize?
Flirtalize.
Flirtalize.
I man, no idea what that is.
I'm in, no idea what that is.
Alright.
I get your confusion. It's totally understandable. Here's the thing. I am a plant. Yes.
You look plant-like. Yes.
Sure?
Plant-like? I mean, what that isn't a plant looks plant-like. I suppose paintings of plants look plant-like, or those big plastic hanging privacy curtains that are supposed to look like walls of ferns, that's plant-like. Oh no. Are you telling me that I look like that? That I look fake?
Oh no.
You know, actually, now that I've asked, I take it back, because I don't want you to answer that. I already know the answer, and I don't like it very much. Just in case you hadn't already deduced this, I am made of plastic.
You know.
You know.
I bought you, so yes, I knew that.
I go, you know.
I know. It is the great confusing injustice of my young life. Even saying that word. Plastic. Ugh. Anyway, I am made of plastic. I would really rather not be made of plastic. I would rather be a real plant. I want to grow. I want to reach for the sun. And I want to feel the photosynthesis in my leaves.
Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis.
You want to go to the park?
Right now, I mostly feel dust and that Labreeze, your room is clean now, smell good spray. Which doesn't actually smell that great, if I'm being honest.
I know, it's so perfumey. How does Flirtalizer fit into all this? Let's go talking.
So perfumey! You spray it and all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, why am I in a perfume store?
The perfume department.
Which doesn't mean that perfume stores can't also be clean. I'm sure they can.
I'm surprised at how many times we're able to make SpongeBob references.
You should have known that I'm around. This is weird. A plastic plant with opinions. Cool. I feel like we've gotten off track here.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we have. we started talking about. Wait, what were we talking about? Nah, doesn't matter. I'm pretty easy to distract, as you might have noticed. Let's get back to the flirtilizer. This is really important. The flirtilizer is the result of months of dedicated study on my part to find a substance that will. Drumroll, please. Make me real.
I'm a real boy.
Prissy presents you with a green jug covered in pictures of flowers aggressively mugging for the camera. This is about what you expected from something called flirtilizer.
Wow.
Okay.
Wait, is this realization a real life plant?
Chat, you want to help us with this?
Yeah. Cyrus, you know a thing or two about this interaction?
Yeah. Wait, is this realization like a real life plant?
Because I'm leaning towards square. I don't want to like jump into the whole
square.
All right.
Really, really. Cells, leaves, the whole 9 yards. I have done so much research. I can't even tell you. And this is the answer. The gold standard for making plastic into chlorophyll. I just need you to give me a good dousing right at the roots and then stand back and watch the magic.
I really don't think that's gonna work. No way, really, this is very cool and exciting.
That's exactly what I said when I discovered it. I mean, those exact words. We're so in sync. This is awesome. So you'll do it.
She didn't instantly get mad at the whole thing about.
Flirtilize me?
Okay.
Of course I will.
Yes! Oh my gosh! This is the most exciting day ever! I'm ready. So it says on the directions.
Prissy reads off the back of the container of flirtilizer.
Douse liberally and with abandon, no such thing as too much. Couple each dose with a body wiggle or the recitation of a favorite herb for added potency.
It'll work without the wiggling though, right? Is it okay if I don't have a favorite herb? Oh, a spell. Perfect.
Oh, a spell. Perfect.
Yes.
I know! I love the honoring of all these magical elements. So excited! Douse me!
What?
Alright then.
Well.
Alright, well, we go to the douse, wiggle, and recite.
You spray Prissy from head to toe with the flirtilizer, punctuating each spray with a wiggle of your backside. When you're done, you cap it all off with a recitation of the most delicious herb you know.
Ooh,
Man, our whoops are slapping.
I think I feel it working.
It's working.
There's this really strong tingly sensation.
It's working.
The spell you are casting definitely gets my vines all twisted up.
You take a moment to inspect Prissy. She looks a bit shinier, but otherwise the same as before.
Do I look different? I don't feel different. I mean, I feel wetter, but that's probably just from all the dousing. What do you think? Do you see anything?
Well.
Sure, it did everything. You're a real plant now. Cyrus? I don't want to mess this up.
Yeah, help us out here.
Because you want me to, like, believe in everything she says, but, like, how much?
Triangle.
Oh.
Oh. Well, shoot. This was a result of a lot of research and a lot of investment. Like, heart investment. But it's okay. Because it was also my first real attempt, and all great endeavors have failure before they have success. So, I'll try again.
Okay.
Hey, would you be willing to help me again? If I need it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Totally, you're fun.
Thanks. I am fun. Well, I better go dry off. Don't want to risk mold and mildew.
Okay, so believe what she says, but if she asks a question, be honest but polite. Okay.
Alright then. It's just really tough to decide, like, what is considered polite for her.
You're right.
Alright. I am going to hop into bed. And now, because we're not on a freaking time limit anymore, now I can go ahead and read off everything when we have background music.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's go with 19 here. Alright. Prissy Plastique by Kiara Brown. Alright, nice. I've never actually learned her last name. Prissy Plastique is just about the prettiest plastic plant this side of the electrical closet. She brightens any room she's in with her shiny blooms and her bright and peppy attitude. She'd like to brighten more than one room at a time, but only with one plastic plant that might not be possible. What are her likes and dislikes?
Likes and dislikes.
I'm sorry, likes and dislikes are... Likes are magic, hope, and tourism. Dislikes are realism, despair, and staying put.
Alright. You've met Prissy, a plastic plant who dreams of being real. She asked you to fertilize her, using a special formula she made, which she believes will make her a real plant. You went along with her plan, which made her very happy, even though it didn't work. Her collectibles include that. Speak to Prissy, speak to Prissy.
Okay.
Her recipe is all of that.
Hey.
Well, we're 2 out of 5.
Wow.
Alright, go!
Ooh, let's start. Go.
Hopefully me in the future.
Moses Goods.
He's got the goods. Alright, big guy with a relaxed, chill, and lovable vibe. Hailing from Kona, Hawaii, or Kailua Kona on the Big Island, Koa likes to relax and eat good food with friends. Anytime someone is down or feeling out of it, Koa hears them out. He's a great listener and thrives on helping friends. For being such a helpful and giving guy, he doesn't seem to ask much in return. He would never want to burden anybody else with his own woes, because for him, that would ruin all the fun. God, why does it sound like me? What's chiller than chill? What's chiller than chill? Ice cold. I can't hear you. I said, what's chiller than chill? Koa. This big guy is all about taking it easy with no worries and little in the way of talking to get in the way of relaxation. He's off to take a nice nap. His likes are peace, quiet, owning and operating a fusion restaurant. Wow. Okay, that finally a difference between him and me. Dislikes being a downer. Well, we're right back at it. Collectibles, pocket change, sit with Koa, sit with Koa, sit with Koa, achieve a Lundven ending with Koa.
I have a feeling this will be the easiest one to do.
This better freaking be, considering everybody else we've had difficulty with today. Alright, speaking of difficulties, Gina! Voiced by Great Elia, we already discussed that before. Tina the Triangle is a poor representative of classical music, but should be a fun time nonetheless. Her grating voice is only outmatched by her grating personality. Why do you have a musical triangle in your bedroom closet is ultimately up to you, but the possibilities are endless.
Likes drama, dislikes music. Oddly enough.
Right. You met Tina, a bombastic, in-your-face triangle who is obsessed with fantasy, drama, and raunchy reality TV. Is it toxic? Maybe. Is it sexy? Also maybe. Our collectibles include speaking to her and agree to help Tina on her quest. Okay then. Sexy singles meet geometry. Oh yeah, organization is all that. So.
Wow.
Fabrizio. Sonny Onorati. Stylish and fit, a little rebellious with a charm all his own, and that killer smile. Fabrizio is naturally flirtatious and often gets mistaken for a playboy, but that's not his game. He's here to enjoy existence with a laissez-faire approach. Right? Laissez-faire approach?
Where's the...
Very top.
Laissez... Yeah, sure.
Yeah, laissez-faire. We live and laugh and revel in the good moments we have with each other. Sometimes he'll display a depth to him rooted in tradition and family, and if you don't hold on to those handles firmly, he just might sweep you off your feet.
Likes Italy, imagination, romance. Dislikes urgency, reality, and France.
France.
Wow, okay. You've met Fabrizio, a model-esque, compassionate Italian beauty. And, well, that explains the dislike for France, I guess. He's eager to get to know you better. Come and see him soon for a date or just more conversation. Speak to Fabrizio. Get Fabrizio to take off his jacket and speak to Fabrizio about his past. Wow. 100 in the charm. We got a lot of work to do. Tyrell, voiced by Gabe Kunda. Tyrell is looking for purpose. He worries he's on his way to being considered for no more than cleanup jobs. What is Tyrell for anyway? When will anyone ever pick Tyrell first? He has a bit of a wrinkle in his attitude because of this. Still, he'll absorb any negative energy you toss his way. If you don't put his feelings first, he won't like you one bit. A quick fluff and he will be there to warm you up and keep you dry. But everyone in the bathroom talks, and if he finds out you're the only one using him for wash-up duties, he won't be too kind about it.
Likes family, friends, and fuzziness. Dislikes feeling left out.
You met Tyrell, the towel, and his little buddy. He focuses a whole lot on his work and takes it very seriously. He's agreed to maybe show you something cool and maybe tell you a bit about himself the next time you meet. Alright, we have the towel buddy in swan form. The neck is the hardest part to fold, I would imagine. Achieve a love ending with Tyrell. Achieve a hate ending with Tyrell. Speak to Tyrell. Speak to Tyrell.
Okay, I just looked up the voice actor for Tyrell.
Mm-hmm.
Thought he looked familiar.
What? Not sounded?
Well, when I looked up the voice actor, I saw his face.
Okay.
He is the Giant Bats in Chainsaw Man.
Wow.
Okay then. Alright, Lyric. Another Ray Chase. Let me scroll. Lyric is more than just a bookworm. He's some sort of genie guy. This one sounds like a lot of fun. Writing a book with books themselves? How many stories can we tell together?
Likes words. Dislikes library finds. Agreed.
You've met Lyric, a master of the written word. You've offered to help Lyric write a book. Give him a bit of time to gather some writing materials.
He's, back to Tyrell. He is also Fish Tiger and King in One Piece.
Oh, Fisher Tiger?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Alright, Lyric's reading list. No need to read those titles. Write a book with Lyric. Write a very horny book with Lyric. Hey, with our 100 terabytes of fanfic, we'll do that no problem.
Ray Chase.
Back with Benoit. You played a bit of a game with Benoit last time to learn more about each other's sexuality. So, that includes... No injuries have been fatal yet!
Yes.
And then go on in with Benoit on their greatest wish.
I'm terrified.
Bobby Pin. Alright, looks like the attic is also out as a location for Pin HQ. To find Pin, again, look for where the magic happens, a den of sin, and rest in equal measure.
I'm guessing that's the bed.
Yeah, because it's right here.
Mm.
Wait a minute. Where's she at right now? Oh, she's right here. Okay.
Next to Benoit and Mikey.
Alright, that's quite the interaction right there. Okay, Bo! Voiced by Ashley Johnson.
That name sounds familiar too.
It also does, yeah. Bo is an adventurer, a free-spirited, wisecracking, good-hearted rogue who's always looking for inspiration and challenge. She is amazingly resourceful, sourcing all of her tools, weapons, and toys from, drumrolls please, boxes. She's exceptionally proud of the whip she's fashioned from that extension cord you stuck in the garage when you realized you already own 3.
Wow.
You should go on any adventure she pitches. This is a box that won't fall apart on the way from the car.
Likes vim, vigor, and daring deal. Dislikes dishonesty, cowardice, and reliquary theft.
Okay. You've met Bo, a self-proclaimed explorer, adventurer, rake, rogue, and bounder, who enjoys anything involving the words ancient, sacred, statue, gem, or priceless piece of history. She seems to be hungry for adventure and to have some sort of quest in mind. Last time you saw her, she seemed to become rather ill with foreboding.
What?
It said he. It's a point.
Okay.
All right, Keith.
Okay, so Ashley Johnson voiced Tulips Olsen in Infinity Train. I know that she was into acting as a kid.
Oh crap! There's not sufficient disk space to continue recording. Are we still live?
Yeah.
That is concerning.
Okay.
You've reunited with Keith on the table where he's enjoying his retirement. You got to know one another better, and he's told you to come back. He has valuable things to tell you. Right. Aaron, your relationship with Aaron is suffocated. She hates you. You've had yet another mysterious and substantial conversation with Aaron. Keep demonstrating your ability to remain silent and thoughtful this year again.
Hating the alphabet is just so funny.
Yeah.
And then last Nike transaction. Oh my gosh, what the heck?
Well, hold on a second, chat. We have some technical difficulties here.
Okay.
Should be fine now.
You're fine? There we go.
Okay, great.
Okay.
It's going off the rails. Mikey is a bubbling creature of positivity and your energy. He wants to help you expedite your process of dating through the simple game of luck. Should you be harmless, as long as you have money to burn, heck, you pay for it, so why not enjoy?
Likes, increasing stats, family time, delayed variable responses. Dislikes Stacy.
Back is Stacy. Anyways, you've made Michael Transaction, aka Mikey. Because you purchased a luxurious edition, you have access to the Date Everything loot box. You can pull them up to 10 times a day in order to gain bonuses to your specs points. This will help you on your path to completion. All you have to do is save up money to spend on bundles, which you can then use to dip into the loot box. You get 5 money per day from Valdivian. Really? Collectibles include those things, pull a legendary item. Get to know Mikey better by continuing to see him and ask questions. Okay. That was about it for there, so we will just go ahead and save the heck out of this thing, and we will say good night to you guys.
Good night, everybody.
Because, good Lord, I don't even know what's happening anymore. Alright,
Yep.
well, see you guys later. Sorry
See
to cut
ya.
this short, but I don't have any other choice.
Yeah.
All right, next time.
Bye!